Hey everybody, this is Homera. So I wanted to talk to you about something that is thrown around a lot when it comes to like your health and fitness goals, and I wanted to show you the sort of the pros and cons to it. Actually, it's a very very powerful technique that even I like to use, but if but you have to use a technique in the right way. Otherwise, you may not be able to get the most out of it. So what is this technique? So it's called visualization. I'm sure you've heard of it. Elite athletes use it, the super rich use it, peak performers in all fields use it now, and that power is called visualization. So the daily practice of visualization, or visualizing your dreams, um, you know, as if they are already complete, can rapidly accelerate your achievement of those dreams, goals, and ambitions, right? So there's four very important benefits of visualization. It can activate your creative subconscious, which will start generating creative ideas to achieve your goal. Secondly, it programs your brain to readily perceive and recognize the resources you will need to achieve your dreams. And thirdly, it activates the law of attraction, thereby drawing into your life the people, resources, and circumstances you will need to achieve your goals, which is pretty crazy, but it actually works. And it builds, fourthly, it builds your internal motivation to take the necessary actions to achieve your dreams. So visualization is really quite simple. You don't have to do much. Anytime, you have some time to yourself, you go to a quiet spot, you close your eyes, and you just imagine what would it be. So for example, what would it feel like if you already lost those 30 pounds? Or what would it feel like if you had all day energy, if 24/7? What would it feel like if you didn't take as many medicines as you do? And that's where you start off. You close your eyes and you start off, and you imagine your entire life around those changes. It can be really really powerful. So as you the longer you spend being as vivid as possible in your dreams, the more your body is motivated to actually working towards those dreams, right? So this is like a mental rehearsal. But here's the thing. Studies show that there is a better way, and that is called something so fancy as mental contrasting with implementation intentions. So let's not get into like what that is, but I have something called the WOOP method, which actually works really really well for when you want to develop lifelong long-term habits in order to create the change that you want in your life. So what is this WOOP method? Okay, so the WOOP method sounds funny, but it stands for Wish Outcome Obstacle Plan, right? So this is a process that has been quickly sweeping the industry as a major life hack, sometimes even touted as science's #1 tool for habit change and goal achievement. So there is obviously, so this is what was formerly referred to as MCII, mental contrasting with implementation intentions. Okay, so let's talk about these 4 steps. So the method goes as this. Step 1 is the W, your wish. To start, you identify a wish that's very deeply and personally important to you. It doesn't particularly matter what the timeline for that wish is. It could be something in the next 4 weeks, something in the next 6 months, or something with no deadline at all. The wish should be something that is somewhat challenging, but that you can actually reasonably fulfill yourself. The idea isn't to shoot for the moon, but to look for a manageable goal to work towards. So someone starting on their health and fitness journey, for example, might make a wish like, I want to exercise more often, or I want to eat more balanced and nutritious meals. If you end up choosing a goal that's too difficult or too large by following the WOOP method, you'll quickly realize and will be able to come back to step 1 to set a new one and a more achievable goal. Okay, so you kind of go through it in a circle. So step 2 is the outcome. Once you've made your wish, you ask yourself, what is the best possible outcome for fulfilling that wish, right? So and you imagine the ideal outcome. It should be meaningful and important. So this is the part So in the case of an individual who wanted to work out more often or eat better, this might be something like, I'll have more energy and or confidence, or I'll reduce my risk of heart disease and diabetes. This is the part where really you focus on the positive, visualizing the ideal and fantasizing about how you'd feel, how good you'd feel if your wish came true. Okay, so this is what I'm going to insert into your visualization technique, step 3, which is the obstacles. Though the positive fantasies can go unchecked, right? So in the third step, it's time to switch gears and identify the key challenges you will face while trying to fulfill your wish. So doing this right after thinking about the positive side of things is what makes up the mental contrasting part of this method, right? So now you're not switching to the negative, but you're switching to what happens if you don't, right? So it's easy to think of obstacles that are external to ourselves, like, for example, the gym is too far from my house, or the grocery store is always out of the ingredients I need. We have to dig deep. It's important to dig deep and look for more personal obstacles, like I'm tired after a day of work and don't feel like working out, or I'm not excited to go to the gym, or I leave my meal planning and cooking to the last minute when I absolutely don't have the time, and then it's too late to eat something healthy. So step 4 is the final step in the WOOP method, is plan, right? So you put a plan in place for how you are going to overcome the obstacles you outlined in step 3 and fulfill the wish you made in step 1. So to do this effectively, you need to create what are known as implementation intentions. So these are like intentions on steroids, and they've got the stopping power to help you make the real change. So it follows a very simple formula, these implementation intentions. If or when situation X, right, your obstacle arises, I will perform response Y, so the action to overcome that obstacle. So let me repeat that again. Obstacle arises, action that I perform to overcome that obstacle. Okay, so the general concept is that you look at the challenges or obstacles that you identify and you build those into your plan, right? So you have these checkpoints that, you're going on this path, you're going on this journey, that's your journey, but there's all these obstacles along the way and you're being bounced off them, right? Like kind of like when we play pinball and you're just going in different angles and different directions. What is your strategy if you bounce off this one? What is your strategy if you bounce off that one? Right? So you want to be in control. So for example, whenever I have the munchies, like late night snacks, I will get myself, whenever I have these late night cravings, I'll get up and get myself a big glass of water to drink instead of finding a snack, or I will go to bed early, or I will make sure that I can't find those snacks. I assign someone to hide them or don't buy them or something like that, right? So you have like a plan that your visualization incorporates all of this into. So something like if it's my goal to go to the gym tomorrow, I will pack I'll pack my gym bag the night before. I will sleep in my gym clothes, which I actually do quite often because it really helps me save time. And by building these life choices equations, if you will, you acknowledge the obstacle. So your intention is rooted in reality, but then you come up with a way to overcome it. It's a perfectly balanced approach to positive thinking, and as most researchers agree, can have a real impact on your habits. So let me know, implement the WOOP method, do this once and see how you feel. Like, this is backed by studies that have showed where people actually were able to lose more weight long term because of their implementation intentions. So take care, and I'll see you in another video.